Good morning. It's Tuesday, and it's time to enjoy a warm cup of tea with tea for some talk therapy. My name is Tanya McLean Nicholas. I'm a licensed marriage family therapist and owner of Renewed Hope Counseling. Today's topic is teen depression, knowing the signs. So grab your tea or coffee, whichever you prefer, and let's dig in. If you are a parent of a teenager, I'm sure that you've been subject to their fluctuating moods. Happy one moment, sad the next. Totally ecstatic one moment and moody and grumpy the next. They can experience every emotional state there is in various parts of the day. The teenage years, they're tough. Some people would say this is probably the easiest part of a child's life, but I would beg to differ. There are all kinds of pressures during the teenage years, changes in their physical body, their hormones are raging. They have identity issues and wanting to fit in, friendships and social pressures, the demands of academic success coming from home and school. They're worried about the transition after high school. What are they going to do? And let's not mention the stressors that are out of their control and that they're not emotionally equipped to handle. Divorce, family finances, home or community violence, family members with their own mental health issues. Being a teenager can be difficult, and an issue that's often overlooked is a teen could struggle with serious depression. Teen depression is more than just the moodiness we see daily, more than the attitude that they give off when we ask them to do something, or the lack of motivation to get schoolwork done or chores done. Teen depression is characterized by prolonged and persistent sadness and a lack of interest in many different areas of their life. It's a problem that not only keeps a teen from experiencing the typical happiness that is expected from someone their age, but it can also lead to serious consequences, such as destructive behavior, self-harm, or even worse, suicide. Teenage suicide is the second leading cause of death among teens, with the first being accidents. It's extremely vital that parents are able to recognize the signs of what we call clinical depression and get the help for their teenager when needed. So what are these signs? Feeling of deep sadness or hopelessness, lack of energy, loss of pleasure or interest in doing their favorite activities. Maybe you'll see irritability. They'll lash out when they're angry or under distress. Maybe they're not as organized as they were, difficulty concentrating or remembering things. Maybe they have a negative view of life and the world, feelings of worthlessness and guilt. I feel stupid, I'm ugly, I'm bad. Drastic changes in their appetite or their weight, eating a whole lot, or maybe they're not eating at all. Difficulty falling asleep and staying asleep, or maybe they're just sleeping all day. Avoiding and withdrawing from friends and family. Substance use or abuse. Self-mutilation, such as cutting and suicidal thoughts. Having just one or a few of these symptoms does not mean that a child is clinically depressed. And it can actually mean that maybe other mental health issues are going on. Maybe ADHD, maybe a learning disability. However, it is definitely a behavior that should draw a parent's attention. Parents must stay in the know when it comes to their child's mental health. Know your child and their routine, their patterns of behaviors. So when changes do occur, you can tell. Know their business, their friends, and the relationships they have with them. Know their movements, where they're going, and the company they're keeping. Have the interaction necessary to maintain the knowledge of the mental and emotional health of your teen. Never discount, discredit, or downplay when a teen expresses their sadness, their hurt, their frustration, their worry, their feelings of hopelessness, expression to maybe not live, or even behaviors of self-harm. Always take it serious and always take action. Open the lines of communication. Let your teen know that you're available to discuss their concerns, even if you don't agree. If you have a teen that's not a big talker, continue to initiate and show up for them. Check in on them and let them know you won't stop trying. And when they do talk, take the time to listen to their concerns without judgment, without criticism, and without trying to fix it. Open communication will help to create an environment of emotional safety, and maybe then those lines of communication will open greater. welcome outside support. If you have a close friend or family member that your teen feels close to, maybe solicit their help. Ask them to speak to your teen. There's something called protective factors. Protective factors are things that positively contribute to our mental health, such as social supports, coping skills, having a sense of purpose, or good physical health. Connecting to mental health resources or community resources will help to get these protective factors in place. If your teen is showing signs of depression, talk to your family physician or contact a professional counselor. If you sense the potential of suicide, contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Parents, let's continue to support and care for our teenagers, our children in general, individually and as a community. Teen depression is real, so let's continue to stay in the know. So I hope you enjoy your tea or your coffee, whichever you decided on this Tuesday. I'm Tanya McLean Nicholas, licensed marriage family therapist, and I hope you have a blessed day.